on with the wind. And this, every nerd will love this story. If you're a big fan of Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, you might be thinking, what weather role in Return of the Jedi? Well, apparently there's a big sandstorm scene that got cut from the movie and is actually going to be put back in when the movie gets re-released coming up this year. So hey, if you want another movie that has weather in it, just wait for that one. All right, guys, back to you.
All right, let's take a look at that forecast. We're talking mid-50s for a high, so it'll be a cool day. As you're on the red carpet there, I don't know if those small dresses are going to be feeling all that comfortable for all the actresses out there. Los Angeles, though, in much better shape than it was. Jen, I'm an old man. I read books. I listen to James Taylor in my living room. I think the last movie I saw was Harry Potter, and that just speaks to more geekiness on my part.
Well, Eric, you know, I'm a mom, so I haven't seen many of those movies either, but I did see Toy Story. And Toy Story 3, I hope that one gets for Best Picture. Folks, let's show you what's going on, though, as we take a look at our forecast here. You know what? I didn't advance my graphics all the way to the planner. One of the stories, though, in the planner is the temperatures and how warm it's going to be today and then overnight tonight into tomorrow. That's going to be one of the things fueling our thunderstorm threat as we head into the next several days. Today, tonight, tomorrow, that's when that thunderstorm threat will be here. It's going to be a very warm evening overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, and that's why thunderstorms are going to be able to sustain themselves as we continue into the day tomorrow. Wow, I'm really far out of my stack of maps here. All right, I'm in the 60-second forecast, Eric, so if you could go to my Viz and put me on my weekly planner. Again, folks, a lot going on today. In all seriousness, we have a lot of active weather with severe weather in the forecast for us from Oklahoma to Arkansas to Tennessee to Kentucky, and we are going to be watching that threat as we continue into the overnight hours tonight into tomorrow, right into the mid-Atlantic. You can see where we are looking for the impacts. Tomorrow, it's going to be a tough day for travel. The commute is going to be awful for folks that have thunderstorms ongoing at the time, and then air travel will get worse and worse throughout the day because thunderstorms will be impacting some of the big terminals out there, some busy ones like in the south around Atlanta. Eric, thank you. You came to my rescue. Thunderstorms tomorrow, mid-Atlantic, D.C., Philadelphia. You're in that all the way down south into Atlanta. Then we clear out by Tuesday. Eric.
I thought you did a wonderful job of tap dancing there. Sorry about that. I couldn't get that done sooner. But we are going to continue talking about tomorrow's severe weather threat. Remember, you can sign up for free text alerts. Text TWC Breaking to 44636. We're also going to have a unique wedding story for you straight ahead.
Do you have something for pain? Oh, Bear aspirin. I'm not having a heart attack. It's my back.
It works great for pain.
Nothing's proven to relieve pain better than extra strength Bear aspirin. It rushes relief to the site of pain.
Feel better?
Yeah, thanks for the tip.
So what do you think? 30 days, max.
We'll see about that.
Glade Lasting Impressions. 2 complimentary fragrances alternate to keep things fresh, and not just for 30 days. Our longest lasting plug-ins air freshener lasts for 60.
Well, that lasted longer than I thought.
I knew it would.
Get freshness that won't fade away for 60 days with plug-ins Lasting Impressions. Now Glade Scented Oil fits airwick warmers too, so you can choose your favorite Glade fragrances.
SC Johnson, a family company.
Much that's taken for granted in a modern vacuum, like see-through bins, were pioneered by Dyson. But behind that bin lay something even more radical: root cyclone technology. Here, dirt and dust are hurled from the airflow by forces in excess of 136,000 Gs. And it's for this reason that Dyson cyclones capture more dirt than any other.
25 minutes past the hour. Time for your 60-second forecast. We got a sneak peek at that a couple of minutes ago, but we'll take a look across the Northeast. Snow coming to an end here in eastern New England. That'll be dissipating in the next couple of hours. Bangor, Maine, 27 degrees for you. Boston to 36. Nice day in the city. 49 in New York and D.C. all the way up to 61. It'll be even warmer tomorrow, but it will end with severe weather. We take a look across the South. A lot of these numbers are very close to record highs, and some of those could fall today. 82 in Jacksonville, 88 degrees in Orlando and Charleston. 80 degrees for you. I mean, that's beach weather. You can stroll along the water, maybe even put your toes in it, feeling a little bit adventurous. We take a look across the Midwest, and this is where we have severe weather that'll pop this afternoon. Eastern Kansas into Missouri, and then that's going to race off to the east. It is going going to be moving quickly, so definitely stay tuned for updates as that severe weather begins and moves its way eastward. Out on the west coast, we have sunshine now from San Francisco down to Los Angeles. Snow showers in southern sections of Arizona. Those are going to shift out to the mountainous regions of New Mexico and Colorado. Seattle, you start with rain, but you go to snow later on. Jen, over to you.
Ken, on the Weather Channel, when there is severe weather, we are watching a system that could bring damaging winds, tornadoes, and flooding to the south. Stay right here as we track the areas with the most severe threats.
When you build the world's fastest production sedan, you consider everything. Like at 190 miles per hour, even a simple raindrop becomes a powerful force. The Cadillac CTS-V. Every detail built for speed and performance, right down to the windshield wipers. We don't just make luxury cars. We make Cadillacs.
Glamming it up. It's all part of my job. With Olay Clean, Beautiful Skin, that's my cleanser's job. Challenge what's possible with Olay Dual Action Cleanser. It cleans deep down to the pore, rejuvenating your complexion for skin that's fresh and naturally beautiful, even without makeup. Well, maybe just a little. Facial Cleansers by Olay. Challenge what's possible.
Get real about what you put in your coffee. La Creme, 100% real dairy in 4 amazing all-natural flavors. Get real. Get La Creme.
Now, you're local on the 8s.
heard a boom. I heard a great big old noise bang, and sound like a train was coming through the house.
I was crying, and it really scared me.
Just a mess.
Jen, we might hear some of those sirens later on today and into tonight as well. Another severe weather threat on the way.
Yeah, that's right. Make sure you have a plan ready. We've got the severe weather threat on the way, and we're extremely concerned about the next outbreak because the worst of the weather will happen during the overnight hours from Sunday into Monday when people are sleeping. So there are some ways you can prepare. Planning really is your best defense for dangerous weather. It's what you do before storms that can make the difference between life and death. Now, we can help you prepare on weather.com. I want to take you to a service the Weather Channel offers. It's called Notify by the Weather Channel. You actually can receive severe weather alerts by phone call. get a call overnight when you're sleeping if there's a tornado warning. This is a service that allows you to do that, and you can customize it. So if you don't want to be awoken by every single watch and warning that's issued for your area, but only tornado warnings, you can do that. And then also check out our Weather Ready section where we talk about the 9 severe weather events that you need to know about and plan for. Now make sure you have a family preparedness plan. That's one of the things we talk about here. It's very important. You want to make sure your weather radio is on hand. If not, get one of our alert services that we offer. And with your emergency plan, make sure that you know where to go if you're at home or whether you're at the office or someplace else when a tornado warning is issued. Have an emergency supply kit with a flashlight, batteries, water, and keep in mind that perishable items should be changed or replaced every 6 months. Then make certain that everything you need is in one specific, easy to access location. A lot going on even to start today, and Eric's got a look coast to coast.
All right, why don't we start out on the left coast, and we'll take a look into Seattle. We have 37 degrees, some low clouds around. There's actually some snow falling on the 5 between Seattle and Portland this morning, and more of that active weather is on the way. Might see some raindrops in Seattle today. That'll change over to snow, and we're looking at 3 to 5 inches of snow between now and tomorrow night. It has been a pretty wintry scene here out in the Pacific Northwest. You can see it's more white than green on the map here. A little bit of rain shower activity right along the coastline, and this is going to become more active as the day goes on. Those winter storm warnings are posted. There are actually some avalanche warnings out here as well. So if you're hiking or skiing in the backcountry, be aware that there is some unstable snowpack to be found. We head further off to the south. Report of 7 and even 10 inches of snow between Flagstaff and Phoenix. Some heavier snow falling during the overnight hours. That is scooting to the east. This is the system that's going to energize as it works its way off toward the east and create our severe weather. We have had reports already of dime-sized hail here through Tennessee. This is an active area. We're going to continue to watch it. You'll see showers and storms throughout much of the day today, but the severe weather likely not going to pop until later on in the evening. And in the northeast, the snow is exiting, moving out of Boston and Cape Cod. You'll find some snow showers over the next couple of hours. Then that will be coming to an end. We did have a report of about 6 inches of snow in northern Massachusetts, just outside the Merrimack Valley, and in southern New Hampshire. Jen, over to you. We have another severe weather event may cap off the weekend in some of the same areas of the south that were hit just a few days ago. So here's the setup. Our warm front right now stretching across Kentucky and Missouri. South of there, it is so warm and humid, and that's going to be one of the, or two of the ingredients fueling these thunderstorms. A lot of energy coming in, some lift with our dry line coming in. And let's look at the moisture in the air. Dew point's a good measure of that. Dew points in the 60s and even 70s potentially over the next 24 to 36 hours. Let's watch those dew points. I think they often point to where you'll get some thunderstorms, and by 7 a.m. tomorrow, it's pointing all the way up into southern Indiana and Ohio. Now, the thunderstorms themselves, the timing of them, there'll be some today and this afternoon, but the timing of the worst weather we think will be into the evening, sometime after sunset. The biggest threat overnight from Nashville to Jackson to Shreveport. Memphis, you're included in that as well, and the reason why thunderstorms won't go until then is because of a cap needs to break. Our Dr. Greg Forbes explains what a cap is.
When we're talking about the possibility of severe thunderstorms, you often hear us talk about a cap. Let me show you what that is. A cap is a warm layer aloft. It's important because it can inhibit thunderstorm formation. Thunderstorms are like hot air balloons. They only will form and rise if they're warmer than the air that they're going into. So that cap often inhibits them. But upper air disturbances can lift off that cap or bring in colder air aloft to remove the warm air. And that allows the thunderstorms then to often develop explosively. So we can go from clear skies to severe thunderstorms within a half hour when that cap breaks. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Dr. Forbes. Well, with a look at the tornado threat and our Torcon index, here's Eric.
All right, well, the Torcon index, what it does is give you the probability of a tornado within 50 miles of your home. It doesn't necessarily say if it's an EF0 or an EF5. It's just a chance that a tornado could actually develop. So for today, we have this area in red for eastern sections of Oklahoma into the St. Louis area and over to the east into western Tennessee. We give southeastern South Dakota a 3 out of 10 as well. But tonight, this is when the conditions are really ripe. We're going to have a line of thunderstorms developing and spin up tornadoes on the front edge of that line. So we'll be talking about Torcon values 6 out of 10 in northwest Arkansas. That is a high number, and that means it's going to be a dangerous evening and overnight period for a lot of you folks. And you get toward the Kentucky border, a 5 out of 10 there as well. Same spot, Jen, that saw severe weather last week, so folks are not happy to see this forecast.
No, for sure. No severe weather right around the corner and the potential to strike later today. We're going to detail the at-risk areas and tell you who should be on the lookout for flooding. And coming up next, a story you don't want to miss. A couple struck by a series of unfortunate incidents at their beachside wedding. How weather played a role in the events.
This program was brought to you by the makers of Centrum, complete from A to Zinc.
When the food we eat has has nutritional gaps, so do we. But with more key nutrients than one-a-day essential, Centrum fills those gaps better. Centrum, complete from A to zinc.
Looks like it's time to stock up. So save big at the PetSmart Stock Up and Save sale. Save $5 on Purina One dog food and save $4 on Beneful dog food at PetSmart.
Shop PetSmart or PetSmart.com for all your pet care needs.